Hi everyone, Pam here at StackSocial again, here to talk to you about another really cool product today. So today we're covering the Bactrack Bio Smartphone Breathalyzer, which is this little contraption right here. As you can see, it's really small, very compact, has a little keychain device here so you can put it on your keys. And it's pretty cool. I've been testing this for some time now, just carrying it around, using it every now and then, kind of seeing what kind of functionality it has. And there's a lot of really cool features. So let's get into it. First of all, how it works. So, of course, breathalyzers, obviously, you know, they are small devices that can help you understand how much blood or how much alcohol is in your blood content, what percentage that is. And that's important because if you're planning on driving after having had a couple cocktails, you want to make sure that you're below the legal limit and that you're okay to drive, you're not impaired. And if you are, you can kind of make a decision on taking a cab home versus driving home. You can also breathalyze yourself and understand, okay, well, if my BAC is at a certain percentage, it's going to take me X amount of hours for me to get to a level that's okay for me to drive. So it uses Bluetooth to connect to a smartphone, which is awesome because the Bactrack app is Android and iOS, so it works with any phone. You can pair it to multiple different devices. So if you want to share this with a friend or somebody else wants to use it, it's really easy to hook up. They just have to download the app and connect the Bactrack, and you're good to go. So it uses a small AAA battery back here to connect and to turn on, which is super simple. And the mouthpiece kind of flips up like this. I'll show you a little bit closer. It kind of comes out like that, which is really awesome because a lot of breathalyzers have the mouthpiece out like that all the time. And you don't really want that because, you know, if you're putting this in a purse or a backpack, you kind of want to make sure that you're keeping that clean. And you can actually order more mouthpieces through Bactrack also. So if this one gets dirty or breaks or something happens to it, you can replace it. But it's nice, it flips down and it keeps it super compact so that this actually, wouldn't be too bothersome if you had it on your car keys or your house keys. And if you put it in a purse or a backpack, it's really small. It takes up almost zero space at all. So obviously the function is super important, but also the actual form is awesome because it's really small and doesn't take up too much space. Okay, so let's get into how it works. So the Bactrack uses microcheck technology to make sure that the BAC that it gives you is very accurate. I think within 0.01 or a couple degrees of error, obviously, and so it's pretty accurate. It's almost as accurate as something that you would be breathalyzed by a police officer with. So that's super crucial because if you're really trusting this little device to tell you what your BAC is at, you want to make sure that it's accurate because if not, then you could get in a lot of trouble. So it also has a really cool feature where after it takes your BAC, and I'll show you this when we do the actual demo, once it takes your BAC, it will tell you, okay, let's say you're at a 0.09. It will take you, and let's say it's, for example, 8 p.m. It'll tell you by, 12:35 a.m. you will be back to zero. So it actually does the math for you and figures out when you'll be back to totally sober 0%, which is really helpful if you need to know that, or if you're going to be driving and you want to be driving when you're completely sober and at 0.00%. So it will tell you when you'll be back at that. And obviously you can keep breathalyzing to make sure that you're getting down to legal limit or getting close to it. So that's super helpful because you obviously want to make sure that you're being safe. So let's test it out. All right, I have here the Bactrack app. So here it says turn on Bactrack, and it has this little button down here, and I will turn this on and a little blue light will appear, and it looks like it's paired. So then I go ahead and click BAC test, and it actually it has to warm up, and while it's warming up, you can actually guess what your BAC is, which is kind of fun because, and it's actually very useful because if you start to use this a lot, you can start to understand a little bit better. Okay, I feel, you know, XYZ sort of, like I feel maybe a little bit dizzy, or like I don't feel like I'm too drunk. You can test your BAC, or guess your BAC, and then figure out whether or not by your own intuition you were close. So, all right, here we're going to warm up again. Hold on. Okay, the Bactrack turned off. There we go. All right, we're going to let it warm up again, which is fairly quick. And just remember also that you have to take a deep breath when you blow into this, because you do have to blow for, you know, a pretty semi-substantial amount of time. So take a deep breath. All right. Well, I'm at 0, which makes a whole lot of sense since it's just before 10 a.m. here. But it's super cool, and then it just goes right back to the home screen, and it can also track your BAC over the course of an evening, which is really nice. So it has a lot of information, and right now we have this on StackSocial for a pretty good discount through Bactrack. It's about $49.99, I believe, but we have it for $39. And like I said, it's super useful, and if you're somebody who just wants to be safe and just wants peace of mind that, you know, if you're getting behind a wheel, you know you're below the legal limit and being as safe as possible, you know, I would say that it's a pretty good price for something that you'll probably use a few times and be thankful that you got. So yeah, the link is in the description for the live video, so go ahead and click that if you want to check it out. And it's awesome. It works really well. It's really simple, very compact, so definitely a 5 out of 5. All right, well, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget that we'll be back tonight, well, later today, my evening time at about 5 p.m. Pacific time, for our second Facebook Live video of the day, where we're going to be discussing, I'm going to be giving you guys a prompt, and if you comment and share with a friend, you'll be entered to win a $500 cash prize. So make sure you're looking out for that, looking out for when we're live again today. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye-bye.